Hello students, welcome you to this video. In this video, we are going to study analytical geometry or coordinate geometry. Okay. So here we are going to study right from the basics. Distance formula, section formula, area of a triangle, then collinearity, midpoint, then how to find slope of a line, then how to find equation of a line. All these things we are going to study. We start with distance formula. It's one of the very simple topic, just formula. If you remember the formula, then you must know when to use which formula. That is more important. Easily you can score full mark in this topic. Okay. Now we start with distance formula. Distance formula edukku use pandrom? What is the distance between 2 points? Rendu point kuduthuranga. x1 y1 x2 y2. To find the distance between them, we have to use the formula. I'm taking the first point as A and second point as B. Then AB equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Or you can reverse the order also. Instead of writing x2 minus x1 the whole square, you can write even x1 minus x2 the whole square. No change. But listen, 5 minus 2 and 2 minus 5, they are not same. Because 5 minus 2 and our own 3, 2 minus 5 minus 3 our own, they are not same. But when you square it, the square panningana 5 minus 2 square, you will get 3 square. What is 3 square? 9. Second one is square panni parunga. When you square, you are getting minus 3 square. That is also 9. So when you square, whether it is a minus b square or b minus a the whole square, the answer remains same. So order வேணா நம்ம change பண்ணலாம். x2 minus x1 the whole square or x1 minus x2 the whole square. But remember this formula and you must know when to use this formula. இது எதுக்கு இந்த formula use பண்றோம்? To find distance between 2 points. இதை base பண்ணி what type of questions they can ask. 3 points கொடுப்பாங்க. கொடுத்துட்டு prove that they form an equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle or right angle triangle. So what do? You find all the 3 sides, use distance formula. Suppose 2 sides are equal, 2 side equal ஆகிறது, you can say it is an isosceles triangle. 3 side, all the 3 sides you are getting same. Then you say it is an equilateral triangle, right? Right angle triangle prove பண்ண சொல்றாங்க. You find all the 3 sides, square them. எல்லாம் மூணையுமே ஸ்கொயர் பண்ணிருங்க. ரெண்டு வேல்யூ ஆட் பண்ணும்போது you have to get the other one. Pythagoras theorem, right? Hypotenuse square equal to sum of the squares of other 2 sides. Prove பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? It is an right angle triangle. Then 4 points கொடுத்து they can ask square, they can ask to prove rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, right? And the basic properties of geometry, if you know, you can do this. Okay, so that's all about distance formula. The next we are going to see section formula. Section formula, the point which cuts the line into 2 sections, right? So section formula, how to find that point? The point may lie inside or outside. So there are 2 types of section formula. One is for internal division, another one is for external division. So 2 points given here, A and B. A is the point x1, y1 and B is the point x2, y2. P is a point somewhere between A and B. It divides AB in the ratio m is to n. And the ratio இதை divide பண்ணுது. P is the point, it divides internally. The point P lies inside AB. Suppose the P lies outside means that is external division. Okay. Point P divides AB in the ratio m is to n. Then what is the coordinate of P? அதான் இங்க section formula படிக்கிறோம். So please listen carefully. இது ஒரு பாயிண்ட். பாயிண்ட்னாலே உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், இட் ஹேஸ் எக்ஸ் கோஆர்டினேட் அண்ட் ஒய் கோஆர்டினேட். எக்ஸ் கோஆர்டினேட்னா அதில் எக்ஸ் டேர்ம்ஸ் மட்டும்தான் இருக்குது, ஒய் கோஆர்டினேட்டில் ஒய் டேர்ம்ஸ் அலோட். ப்ளீஸ் லிசன், ட்ரை டு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் தட் எக்ஸ் கோஆர்டினேட் அதே போல் ஒய் கோஆர்டினேட் எழுதிடலாம். ஓகே, ப்ளீஸ் லிசன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூ டேக் எம் இன்டு, வென் யூ டேக் எம் யூ கோ டு த அதர் எண்ட், எம் இன்டு x2 ப்ளஸ் என் இன்டு x1 divided by m plus n. See the formula? It divides in the ratio m is to n, right? P is the point, divides in the ratio m is to n. To find the x coordinate, when you take m, don't take x1. அது பக்கத்தில் இருக்குன்னு அதை எடுத்துறாதீங்க. Go to the other end. m into x2. Go to the other end. m into x2 plus n into x1 divided by m plus n. Okay, that is x coordinate. So you can say y coordinate very easily. Instead of x coordinate, you take y coordinate now. m into y2 plus n into y1 divided by m plus n. Okay, that's all about section formula. M into x2, go to the other end. M into x2 plus n into x1 divided by m plus n. This is for internal, same way y coordinate. This is for internal division. External division, very simple. Instead of plus, you put minus. And the middle la varakudiya plus ella minus change pannirunga. Appo enagum, here you put minus, here you put minus, here you put minus, here you put minus. That's all. That is for external division. Okay, easily you can remember that. Then midpoint. Suppose P is in the middle. Then the ratio m is to m. M is to m na நம்ம அதை கட் பண்ணிடுவோம்ல, m is to m கேன்சல் பண்ணால் 1:1 வந்துடும். 1:1 அப்போ என்ன ஆகும், x2 அந்த m n everything 1. அப்போ x2 plus x1 by 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is what, 2. அப்போ x2 plus x1 by 2 அது ஆர்டரில் எழுதினீங்கன்னா x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, so using this you can find the midpoint. ரெண்டு பாயிண்ட் கொடுத்துட்டு அதை ஜாயின் பண்ணும்போது you are getting a line, find the midpoint. The midpoint formula நிறைய இடத்துல யூஸ் ஆகும். Prove that 4 points கொடுத்துட்டு prove that they form a parallelogram. Easy method, diagonals bisect each other அப்படின்னு ப்ரூவ் பண்ணும். Diagonals bisect each other. அதுக்கு நீங்கள் என்ன சொல்லணும், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டயகனலோட midpoint, செகண்ட் டயகனலோட midpoint you find out, ரெண்டும் சேமாக வந்ததுன்னா you can say diagonals bisect each other, then that quadrilateral become a parallelogram. Okay, for that we can use it. Then sometimes questionல find the ratio ன்னு கேட்பாங்க. Find the ratio. Here the ratio கொடுத்துட்டாங்களா, you can do this. என்ன கொடுப்பாங்கன்னா ரெண்டு பாயிண்ட் கொடுத்துருவாங்க. அதில் Pன்னு ஒரு பாயிண்ட் கொடுத்துட்டு in what ratio it divides AB? In what ratio it divides AB? You take the ratio as say m is to n. Then x coordinate equate பண்ணி வரும்போது m by n. Suppose your answer is 2 by 3. You say the point P divides in the ratio 2:3 internally. Suppose your answer is minus 2 by 3. என்ன சொல்லுவீங்க? Minus 2:3? No. Ratio negative la sollakudadu. You should say only 2:3. Then what is that minus? You say externally. Okay, so suppose m by n, your answer is minus 2 by 3. What you have to conclude, that it divides, P divides AB in the ratio 2:3 externally. So hope you understood this. அதுபோல sometimes they ask in what ratio x-axis divides. அப்போ x-axis speciality, x-axis speciality y equals 0. அப்போ நீங்கள் என்ன சொல்லணும், y coordinate மட்டும் எடுத்து equate with 0. Same way, at what ratio the y-axis divides. Y-axis speciality x equal to 0, x coordinate 0. X-axis கேட்டாங்கன்னா y coordinate 0. Like that you can do that. Okay. Okay. Next we see how to find area of a triangle. Area of the triangle immediately in my mind half into base into height. Okay, here base is not given, height is not given. Instead they given the vertices. ஒரு triangle na அதோட அந்த மூணு vertex கொடுத்துறாங்க, coordinate A B C, 3 points. A is the point x1 y1, B is the point x2 y2, C is the point x3 y3. Then using this, how can you find area of a triangle? Okay, so to find the area of the triangle, this is the formula. I'll tell you how to remember it. Outside you write half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. How can you remember easily? Already you would have noticed bracket குள்ளால பாருங்க எல்லாமே y terms, correct? Bracket குள்ளால y terms, bracket outside la x1 x2 x3. So please remember, listen, you remember this 1 2 3 இத மட்டும் ஞாபகத்துல வச்சிருங்க. Order 1 ல இருந்து 2, 2 to 3, then 3 to again 1. When you take x1, please listen, when you take x1 எடுத்துட்டீங்க, அப்ப நெக்ஸ்ட் நீ எடுக்க வேண்டியது 1 எடுத்தாச்சு, நெக்ஸ்ட் என்ன எடுக்கணும் 2 and 3. அப்ப x1 னு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது 2 and 3 y2 minus y3. அப்போ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் x1 னு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணல. Now we start with x2 னு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க. After 2 what do you have? 3 and 1. 3 and 1. First x1 னு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணோம், second x2, third you start with x3 னு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா after 3 you have 1 and 2. But inside the bracket everything 1 y, right? So x3 into y1 minus y2. See the formula again. Area of the triangle, don't forget, right? Half into x1 into x1 எடுத்துட்டீங்க, after 1 2 and 3. அப்ப நீ எழுத வேண்டியது y2 minus y3. bracket குள்ள எல்லாமே y தான். plus second term, first time x1 னு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணோம், அப்ப second term x2 x2 into, after 2, 3 and 1. So y3 minus y1. Third term, x3 into, 3 எடுத்துட்டீங்க, அடுத்து 4, 5 எல்லாம் போயிடக்கூடாது. 3க்கு அப்புறம் திரும்ப 1. அதான் the cycle just go through. After 3, 1 and 2. y1 minus y2. Area கண்டுபிடிக்கும் போது you write square units. Okay. Then suppose area 0 வந்துருது. அப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? ஏரியா எப்போ 0 வரும்? சப்போஸ் இந்த ஏங்கிற பாயிண்ட் இந்த பக்கம் வந்து வைங்களா. சப்போஸ் this triangle, area of this triangle is say 25 square units. Suppose B and C அதே இடத்துல A இங்கே வருது. இப்போ you are getting a triangle. இப்போ ஏரியா கம்மியாயிட்டல, அந்த 25 இருந்து சே இப்போ இது 10. அந்த ஏங்கிற பாயிண்ட் இங்கே கொண்டு வந்துட்டோம், இன்னும் கம்மியாயிட்டல. ஏரியா ஆஃப் த ட்ரையாங்கிள் இஸ் சே 5. இன்னும் கம்மியாக இங்கே வருது. ஏரியா இஸ் தேர், பட் ரொம்ப கம்மியாக இருக்குல்ல, 1 unit, something like that. Suppose the point A comes here. There is no triangle at all, right? Then area of the triangle is 0. எப்போ அந்த ஏங்கிற பாயிண்ட் lies on the line BC. BCங்கிற லைன்லேயே A வந்துடுது. Then area is equal to 0. Then that 3 points only we call it as collinear. Collinearனா என்னது? The points lie on a same line. We call it as collinear. அப்போ collinear ஆகும்போது automatically area of the triangle becomes 0. So that is the condition for collinearity. Condition for 3 points to be collinear is area equal to 0. And the half cannot be 0. So only this part, right? So என்ன part? x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. இதை நீங்கள் கண்டுபிடிக்கும் போது you are supposed to get 0. 0 வந்தால் you can say area of the triangle 0 ஆயிரும். Then the points are collinear. Okay, so this is something important. Then from here you have to learn a formula for centroid. See what is centroid? Centroid is point of intersection of medians, right? Point of intersection of medians. Suppose ABC is a given triangle. ABC is a triangle. You take the midpoint of BC. BC oda midpoint edunga. Adha join பண்ணுங்க. This is one median. AC oda midpoint you join. Okay, this is the midpoint. Then AB oda midpoint join with C. இதெல்லாம் join. The points are all, they're all concurrent. Medians of a triangle are concurrent. Medians passes through the same point, and that point of concurrency எல்லாம் மீட் பண்ணக்கூடிய பாயிண்ட் தான் we call it as what? Centroid. Centroid divides the lines in the ratio 2:1, right? They divide the ratio 2:1. Centroid formula, இப்போ 3 points, we take it as x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3. Like midpoint போல தான். midpoint என்ன formula? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. இங்க 3 points இருக்கிறதுனால x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and same way y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. அப்போ what is centroid? Point of intersection of medians. இதுபோல what is orthocenter, what is incenter, right? What is circumcenter? Everything you have to study. Minute difference இருக்கும், prepare பண்ணுங்க. Okay, but here centroid, point of intersection of medians. Centroid divides the median the ratio 2:1 and the formula to find centroid. Okay, now the next one we are entering straight lines. But before learning straight lines you must know slope. Slope, or we call it as gradient. Normally we denote it as m. What is the formula for slope in keta? Don't blindly say some formula. Depends on what they give. Enna kudukranga, based on that you select the formula. Suppose the angle of inclination, angle made by the line with x-axis, theta அப்படின்னு எடுக்கிறோம். Okay, if you know that angle, then slope formula tan theta. Second good one. Suppose you know 2 points on the line. ஒரு லைன்ல வரக்கூடிய ரெண்டு பாயிண்ட் தெரியும். One point is x1 y1, another point is x2 y2. You can't use tan theta here, right? அப்போ ரெண்டு பாயிண்ட் கொடுத்தா the formula what you use? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Deviation in y by deviation in x. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That gives the slope. Another one, suppose ஒரு equation அந்த லைனை கொடுத்துட்றாங்க. ax plus by plus c equal to 0. ax plus by plus c equal to 0. அப்படி கொடுத்தாங்கன்னா then ஸ்லோப்புக்கு ஃபார்முலா minus a by b minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Don't confuse with minus b by a. That you study somewhere, right? Alpha plus beta in quadratic equation, sum of the roots equal minus b by a. Don't confuse with that. Okay, so here if a line is given, slope formula minus a by b. minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. And one more thing that you study in the higher classes, suppose ஒரு curve கொடுக்குறாங்க, அதுக்கு ஒரு tangent line, tangent it touches at only one point, and the tangent line ஓட slope, அதுலயும் slope தான். Then the formula what you have to do is dy by dx, differentiation. Okay, so how to find differentiation, some other video I'll teach you the basic differentiations. Okay, so dy by dx gives slope. So in various situations, how to find slope, that's the reason I said slope in get on, don't blindly say some formula. See the situation, enna kuduthirukanga, angle kudutha tan theta, 2 points kudutha y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Equation of a line kudutha minus a by b. If a function is given, slope of the tangent is dy by dx. You have to differentiate. Okay, here lot of objective questions there, lot of concepts you have to understand. When can you say two lines are parallel, when can you say two lines are perpendicular? Parallel line slope theriyum, appo perpendicular line slope eppadi irukum? Okay, please listen. And x, what is the slope of x axis, what is the slope of y axis? Please listen. First, before that, because in one formula theta equal to tan theta. Suppose the question la kudukuram, idella just calculation, right? You substitute the values. But the first one, you must know some trigonometry also. Suppose the question is, a line makes an angle 30 degree with x axis. What is its slope? It makes an angle 30 degrees, so angle of inclination, so you take it as what? Theta. Theta is 30 degree. We want gradient. So what's the formula you have to use? Tan theta. So tan 30. You must know what is tan 30, right? Without knowing that, you can't complete that sum. Tan 30 1 by root 3. So that table, at least here I given that, but you learn everything. Trigonometry is an important area. Okay. Angle 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. So tan values, tan 0, 0, tan 30 1 by root 3, tan 45 1, tan 60 root 3, tan 90 infinity. Okay. Now if two lines are parallel, the slopes are equal. If two lines are parallel, then the inclinations are same. Okay, the same inclination. What angle? The same thing here also, right? So if two lines are parallel, m1 equal to m2. m1 is slope of the first line, m2 is slope of the second line. Okay, two lines are parallel. If two lines are perpendicular, product of the slopes equal to -1. m1 into m2 is equal to -1. If two lines are parallel, m1 equal to m2. If two lines are perpendicular, m1 into m2 is equal to -1. Now, slope of x-axis. Slope of x-axis, 0. Slope of y-axis, not defined. Why, you know? See, this is x-axis. Slope of x-axis I want. So what is the angle made by x-axis with x-axis? It is 0. So tan 0, you take tan 0 is 0 only. For y-axis, what is the angle of inclination? Y-axis makes an angle with x-axis. This angle is 90 degree. So tan 90 is not defined. So slope of, remember, slope of y-axis is not defined, infinity, and slope of x-axis is what? 0. Then suppose a line is given, its slope is 2 by 3. Another line parallel to that. What will be the slope? First line is slope 2 by 3, second line parallel. Parallel na slope remains same, 2 by 3 da. Then one line is given, say its slope is 2 by 3. I want the slope of the perpendicular line. Parallel na same slope. Perpendicular na rendu change. You change the sign and take the reciprocal. Sign change pannunga, reciprocal edunga. Inga 2 by 3 positive, you make it as negative. Take the reciprocal 2 by 3. Ninga reciprocal eduna enna irum 3 by 2. So if you know slope of a line, parallel line slope same slope da. Perpendicular to varumbodhu sign change panni you take reciprocal. Okay, so that's all about slope. Now finally we are going to study how to find equation of straight line. Here also we have different formula, depends on the situation. Enna kudukranga adukku etha mari formula select pananum. Please listen. First one, slope intercept form. You know what is slope? Slope kuduturanga, slope is m. Slope is given, slope you take it as m. And intercept, what is the meaning of intercept? Please listen. X-axis, y-axis. So one line I have taken. The line cuts x-axis at A and y-axis at B. This OA is called x-intercept. This OB is called y-intercept. In this case, intercept means we take y-intercept. Here the y-intercept they given as C. Slope intercept form. Here m is the slope and intercept means what we mean, the y-intercept. Here y-intercept we take it as what? C. If you know m and C, equation of the line, very simple one and a familiar one, y equal to mx plus c. M is the slope, C is the y-intercept. Okay, so it's that. Second one, one point form, or we call it a slope point form. Namely, slope point. Or slope kudukranga, also they give 1 point. Slope m, slope or gradient m, and 1 point is given. A point on a line, x1, y1. Then you can't use the previous formula. Slope we know, but we don't know y-intercept, right? Instead, we know a point. Slope or point, then the formula what you use, y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. And the third one, 2 point form. 2 points will be given. 2 point பார்த்தோன்னா ஏதாவது ஃபார்முலா எழுதக்கூடாது. Some students 2 point பார்த்தோன்னா y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 எழுதுவாங்க. Yes, that's a formula. For what? To find slope. ஸ்லோப்புக்கு இப்படி நிறைய கேசஸ் இருக்குல்ல. 2 பாயிண்ட் கொடுத்தா you know how to find slope. 2 பாயிண்ட் கொடுத்தா you can find the distance. 2 பாயிண்ட் கொடுத்தா செக்ஷன் ஃபார்முலா யூஸ் பண்ண. So many things you can find the midpoint. அப்போ 2 பாயிண்ட் பார்த்தோன்னே ஏதாவது don't do something. See the question very carefully what they asked. Slope கேட்டா use that formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Equation of a line கேட்டாங்கன்னா this is the formula you have to use, y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 equal to x minus x1 by x2 minus x1. So this is the third case if 2 points are given. And the last one, the name is intercept form. Already we saw one intercept, right? Slope intercept. There they give only y-intercept. In that case we take y-intercept as c. Here, intercept form, both the intercepts are given, both x-intercept and y-intercept. See, both the intercepts are given, x-intercept and y-intercept. In this case, x-intercept we take it as A, y-intercept we take it as B. But in the first case, slope and y-intercept, y-intercept c y equal to mx plus c. But in intercept form, both the intercepts are given, x-intercept you take it as A, y-intercept you take it as B, then the equation is x by A plus y by B equal to 1. If you know both the intercepts, x by A plus y by B equal to 1. So these are the different formula we have, but in higher classes you will study another few more formula, normal form, then parametric form, some more you study, but these are the basic things you have to remember, okay? Now listen. Already we studied slope of x-axis. What is slope of x-axis? 0. Slope of y-axis not defined. But now equation of x-axis. Equation of x-axis is y equal to 0 and equation of y-axis is x equal to 0. So please remember this equation of, this is equation, not slope. Equation will equal sign இருக்கும் and this is an equation. Equation of x-axis y equal to 0. Equation of y-axis x equal to 0. Then equation of a line parallel to x-axis. Equation of a line parallel to x-axis. Please listen. See, this is x-axis. X-axis parallel ஒரு லைன் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா எப்போவுமே அதில் y coordinate பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சேமாக இருக்கும். Suppose this is 5. இந்த பாயிண்ட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 0,5 இருக்கும். If I take this one, it is 3,5. இந்த பக்கம் போனீங்கன்னா minus 3,5 இருக்கும். Right? Like that. Always the y coordinate is what? Constant. So equation of the line parallel to x-axis, y equal to some constant. Same way equation of the line parallel to y-axis is x equal to some constant. X equal to some constant. Okay, so these are things very important. Equation of x-axis, y equal to 0. Equation of, you combine like this. Equation of x-axis, equation of the line parallel to x-axis. Equation of x-axis y equal to 0, equation line parallel to x-axis y equal to some constant. Okay, so equation x-axis means the y coordinate is 0. Any point you take 0 0 1 0 5 0 minus 3 0, right? Y coordinate is always 0. That's why equation of x-axis y equal to 0. Parallel to x-axis means y equal to constant. Same way equation of y-axis x equal to 0, parallel to y-axis x equal to constant. Now another thing, please listen. Equation of the line parallel to another line. Earlier, you know, slope. One line slope, you know, I get parallel line. அதுபோல இங்க ஒரு லைனோட equation உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். This is the equation of this line. I want equation of a parallel line. Just you make one change. There won't be any change in x and y. Constant மட்டும் தான் change ஆகும். அப்போ 2x plus 3y. No change in x and y. Only you change the constant. Instead of that given constant, you put plus k equal to 0. Whether they give minus 7 or plus 7 or sometimes the constant is not there, always you put plus k equal to 0. அப்போ parallel வரும்போது ஒரே ஒரு change. Okay, equation of a line, you know, it's parallel line. They differ only in constant. No change in x term, no change in y term. Constant மட்டும் change பண்ணுங்க. You put plus k. Then அந்த k கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது they give some condition. Question ஏதாவது கொடுப்பாங்க. It passes through. அதை substitute பண்ணி k கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். Okay, this is for parallel. Perpendicular க்கு என்ன வரும்? 3 changes you have to make. Very important thing. Please listen. You know, equation of a line, L-ங்கிற ஒரு line, அதோட equation கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. 3x minus 7y plus 4 equals 0. அதுக்கு perpendicular line, you have to make 3 changes. Parallel is just one change. We change the constant. But perpendicular, you make 3 changes. Please listen, what are the 3 changes? First change, interchange the coefficients of x and y. X coefficient, y coefficient அப்படியே interchange பண்ணுங்க. First change. Second change, change the sign in the middle. அந்த ரெண்டு கடையில் என்ன first நீங்க interchange பண்ணும்போது don't look into the sign. Only the number மட்டும் எடுங்க. இங்க 3, அங்க 7 அப்படியே interchange பண்ணுங்க. 7 you write here, 3 you write here. First change. Second change, change the sign in the middle. X, y ரெண்டு கடையில் என்ன sign இருக்கு? Plus இருந்தா minus ஆக்கணும். Minus வந்தா you make it as plus. And the third change, like before earlier, parallel என்ன change கொடுத்தோம்? Constant change பண்ணும். Here also the third change is you change the constant. So what are the 3 changes? First, interchange the coefficients of x and y. Change the sign in the middle. Also change the constant. அப்போ என்ன வரும் சொல்லுங்க? Interchange the coefficients of x and y. So 7 will come here and 3 இங்க வந்துரும். அப்போ 7x 3y. In between you change the sign. Minus become plus. Also change the constant equal to 0. K கண்டுபிடிக்கும். They give some conditions. So look at this theory part. Equation of the line parallel to this. Parallel, ஒரே ஒரு change. No change in x, no change in y, change the constant. அந்த c க்கு இடத்துல k இதுதான். See the next one, equation line perpendicular to this. இதுக்கு perpendicular, 3 changes. Interchange the coefficients, right? அப்போ b இங்க வந்துரும். bx minus ay. Hope you understood. We have to change the sign, right? Also change the constant. This is for perpendicular, okay? Then finally, if 2 lines are given, how to find angle between them, the acute angle. இந்த angle எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது? 2 lines கொடுத்துறாங்க. How to find the angle? நீங்க என்ன செய்யணும்னா, you find the slope of both the lines. Already we studied how to find slope, right? First line slope கண்டுபிடிங்க. Take it as m1. Second line slope or gradient, you find out, take it as m2. You know m1 and m2. Then apply this formula. Theta equal to tan inverse or tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Tan theta தெரியும். Suppose you are getting tan theta is equal to 1 ன்னு answer வந்தனா, ask a question, tan which angle is 1? And the table already given, right? Tan 45 is 1. அப்போ நீங்க எழுத வேண்டியது theta is equal to 45 degree. Suppose you are getting tan theta as root 3. Values you have to remember, 1 by root 3, 1 root 3. Then you can say theta is 60 degree. Tan 60 is root 3. Suppose you are getting tan theta is equal to 2 by 3. அந்த டேபிள் இருக்காதுல்ல, சிம்பிளி பண்ணால் 0.666ன்னு வரும். நேச்சுரல் tan லாக் புக் யூஸ் பண்ணி செய்யலாம். ஆர் வாட் யூ கேன் டூ, இந்த மாதிரி கேசஸில் அந்த டேபிள் இல்லாத வேல்யூஸ், ரைட்? அப்போ தீட்டா கண்டுபிடிக்கும் போது டேக் திஸ் tan டு த அதர் சைட். நார்மலாக அதர் சைட் போகும்போது பை டேன்னு எழுதுவாங்க. இங்கே அப்படி எழுதக்கூடாது. tan நீங்கள் அந்த சைட் கொண்டு போகும்போது இட் பிகம் tan இன்வர்ஸ். tan பவரில் -1 எடுத்துங்க. we read it as tan inverse 2 by 3. இதை inverse trigonometric function சொல்லுவோம். Higher classes you will study that in detail. Okay, now don't worry about that. Hope you understood all the basic concepts in analytical geometry. So learn the formula thoroughly with proper understanding. எந்த இடத்துல எந்த formula apply பண்ணணும். This is one of the very simple topic. I'll meet you with some other basic concepts in the next video.